President Trump is in line to be the first president since Ronald Reagan to choose 3 Supreme Court justices. That would create the court's biggest ideological shift in decades. Joining us now is White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany to join us to discuss. Kayleigh, very good to see you this morning. I know you guys were up all weekend. You had a lot to think about. But let's start with this. 62% of Americans say, Kayleigh, say the vacancy left by Ginsburg should be filled by whichever candidate wins this upcoming election. Do you see any way, any scenario that President Trump will go along with that? 62% of voters asked this weekend.
The president is clear in saying that he will be nominating someone to the Supreme Court. In fact, 29 times in history, a president in their last year of their term has, in fact, nominated someone and been considered by the Senate. So the president will be following that precedent, and we believe that voters will be supportive of this move as we move forward and they see the quality of our nominee.
Joe Biden says this is just an exercise in raw power, jamming it at the very last minute, jamming it down people's throats. That's not unpredictable for him to say, but what do you think about that at the White House?
Yeah, I would refer former Vice President Joe Biden to his own words when he said that he, in fact, would appoint a Supreme Court nominee if there were even just a few months before an election. He said that. So, too, did President Barack Obama and Senator Kamala Harris, among other Democrats. So I would point them to their own words just a few short years ago.
But, Kayleigh, if we're going to refer you to your old words game, you've got Senator Graham, Senator McConnell, Senator Cruz, who all said something very different in 2016. Is this really just all about politics? Who's ever in power, whoever has the votes, that's how it goes, folks?
No, as Leader McConnell has made clear, 2016 was a different circumstance because we did have divided government, because we did have Democrats in control, Republicans in control of the Senate, and you had a Democrat president. Now you have unified government in the sense of the Senate being Republican, the president being Republican, in fact, expanding their majority in 2018. So we do believe it's a different circumstance.
So when will the president announce his nominee, do you think?
Yeah, in the coming days. It will be a very quick turn of events, Gail. So I think
This week?
Yes, you will certainly be hearing this week who that nominee is. So
before Wednesday?
I think that's very likely, but I'll leave that to the president.
All right. So far, we have Senator Murkowski and Senator Collins on record as saying, listen, nothing should happen at this particular time. Is the president going to, number one, do you guys think you have the votes? And if you don't have the votes, is he planning to reach out to senators who are broken rank like Senator Mitt Romney?
Yes, so we do think that we will end up having the votes. We encourage Republican senators to take a look at this nominee we're putting forward. It will be a very talented woman. The president did confirm that it will be a woman, so we do think that it will be, of course, a tight turnaround. We know Justice Ginsburg, in fact, who we honor her legacy here at the White House. She was confirmed in 42 days, so it can be done, and we think it will be done.
Can you confirm who's on his short list? And by short list, I mean number 1 and number 2.
So I won't get ahead of the president in announcing, but many qualified women. There have been some news reporting out there, and these qualified women certainly are on his list. He has, in fact, put forward 2 lists, so we do know, unlike past presidents, exactly what those names would look like, and it will be someone on one of those 2 lists.
All right, Kayleigh, thank you very much for taking the time. I know you guys are going to be working overtime these next few days. Thank you.
That's right. Thank you, Gail.